Hi, pussy. How you doing, buddy? And we are here back. It is the 26th of September, and I think it's gonna look. I think it's a great day. My girlfriend just texted me, and that's why I was just thrown. But how are you, Jackson?
Dude, honestly, I'm a little nervous.
Why?
I mean, this is apparently like Tampa's about to get wrecked.
Oh, for the hurricane?
Yeah, I've got four family members just south of Tampa, and my flight's at about 7 a.m. tomorrow.
You're going home?
Well, I'm technically home right now.
You're
Yeah,
in.
you're right. Technically, I guess I am going to my home. Yeah, tomorrow morning.
You're going back to Chicago.
I'm in Chicago right now.
Oh, wait. You're going back to Florida for the hurricane?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's smart.
It's not smart. I'm taking it if the flight gets canceled tomorrow, then
You're sticking it out in Chicago.
I'm definitely chilling here, yeah, but you never know. I just was I don't know too many people in the town, but I'm like people are starting to get a little worried. People are evacuating Tampa.
What's the category at?
It's currently I think at 4, but it's supposed to shift to a 2.
That's not bad. That's pussy shit.
Like Wednesday.
I've been through two category 5 hurricanes. I mean, I was in Central Florida. You're on the coast, so it is a little bit more.
Yeah, we got to worry about like storm surges.
Storm surges. Ours was more. We had to worry about trees.
I'll have to keep you updated because I'm right on that. I'm literally right on the cusp.
Yeah, no, it is
right on the cusp. So I might be without power for a week. We'll see.
Yeah, that's not fun ever, dude.
Yeah. But
that's
Kansas. Kansas is 5-0. The Chicago Bears got a victory. 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. We're gonna be 5-0. We're easily gonna beat Iowa State. And we launched. If you guys want to go check out on my Cyro Football, which is my NFL and college football channel, and we have a Rock Chalk football podcast we launched. So check that out. Yeah, we just launched the first episode with a bunch of footage that I captured in game. So, but let's get right into some news today. And I think we're going to start with, in my opinion, the Jae Crowder news. I think that's just something easy to talk about, and we can just, get right into it. But is there anything you want to address before we do that?
I got noticed at the game yesterday, which was really cool. I actually do. At the Bears game. It was super cool.
That's cute.
It's only happened like a couple times, but Motown Noah went live today on YouTube, and you could email him a video, and one of my boys sent him one of my videos, and so it's like he reacted to a video I made a year ago, and he liked it, but I think he noticed who I was like at the 3-minute mark when he went on my channel, and he cut it there.
And no, that's pretty fucking cool. I mean, I've told you that like it's so cool getting recognized. Like whenever I've DM'd people or something, like, or times where Pierre, or I've commented on like Kenny Beecham's like Twitter or something, I'll get like a like from one of them, and I'll be like,
whoa, nice.
Like, oh, okay, so like you know what I mean, like, because like Pierre follows me, I'll be like, oh, okay, so like the Through the Wire boys like kind of know who I am, like they're aware of me.
What's that guy's name again?
Pierre.
What's his full name? Do you know?
I don't know his full name, but
his last name was Pierre.
It might be last name, but his YouTube is like Pee Wee something.
I think he DM'd me before.
Yeah, check it out. I mean, nice guy.
Yeah.
I watched some of his videos. Kid knows basketball.
I'm thinking about a guy named Rudy. Never mind.
My whole problem with NBA YouTube, before we get into today's show, is I take, I'm basically one of, if not the only YouTuber who covers the NBA, like actually as a whole. I don't specialize on a team. I feel like every YouTuber, I mean, you're like this too with your main channel, but I feel like most of these big YouTubers that have 100,000, they're either homers. They're either homers for the Bulls, they're either homers for the Lakers, homers for the Knicks. You know what I mean? Like they mainly make content for one team, and then they'll address other stuff if it's big enough news.
Yeah, I don't see specific teams too much, but I definitely see more high market or big market.
Yeah, big market.
Yeah.
That's why I mean a lot of people comment that they love that I talk about, teams that not everyone talks about,
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that's when you get when a Kings video gets 1,000 views and they're like just so happy that somebody's speaking good about them or somebody's even speaking about them.
Yeah, no, genuinely. So let's get into some news. And today we'll start off today's show with Jae Crowder. As you guys know, Jae Crowder has made it quite clear. I thought it was funny Jae Crowder released a video. Oh,
Oh
did you?
yeah, the TikTok.
Yeah, the TikTok. I was like, Jae Crowder, you're like a good player. Like you're a role guy. Like you're not. You shouldn't be having videos produced for you to like announce that you want out. You ain't. You've never been an all-star. Okay, I love him. You're one of the greatest basketball players in the world, but like,
Which is it's kind of crazy. Jae Crowder's I made a bunch of videos on him yesterday for my Lakers and Warriors channels because I think his lowest games played outside I didn't look too much into his first 2 years in the league, but
yeah,
I think
ignore those.
his lowest games played in the last like 8 years is 60, which is just money.
Oh yeah,
So
Jae Crowder. I was talking about this with Luke, and Jae Crowder is championship player. You need Jae Crowder to be there. He's a championship player, in my opinion, without a doubt. Also, Jordan Wara resigned on a 2-year deal today. Like very low key news. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah,
nice.
Jae Crowder. I want to definitely. I want him to go back to Miami. I just don't know how Miami is going to get that done. I've suggested maybe Miami giving up 1 first-round pick and trading Duncan Robinson for Landry Shamet and Jae Crowder. That matches the salary, but you might have to give up 2 first-round picks.
That's what it boils down to is what's Jae Crowder's value? Is it absolutely decimated because of all this that's going on?
He's an expiring contract. I think his value isn't that high to begin with. And it's not
and like he's a starter in the league, but he's not he's a little above Otto Porter Jr., but he's not like I'm not trying to diss Jay because every contending team should be inquiring about I'm sure we'll talk about like the Raptors, the Bulls, any basketball team should be making that call. Him on the Heat, a return would be pretty cool because they desperately need him. So
yeah, and I think they would make Landry Shamet work too. When I looked at this, the deal could either be Jae Crowder and Landry Shamet, which makes the money work better, or you could do Jae Crowder and Cameron Payne. I think the Suns would be like, yeah, take Landry Shamet. He's a 4-year, $11 million per year, basically, or $9 million a year, while you have Jae Crowder, who's on like 10 expiring. You just have to convince them that, hey, we'll give you 1 or 2 first-round picks for Duncan Robinson. Because that's the only player that Miami Heat could trade. That's the only way the deal would get done. Only way.
I see. Yeah, and they're trying to unload him.
Yeah. So that's the whole problem. If we see him go to Miami, Duncan Robinson would have to be in that deal, and it would have to involve picks, which one could argue you trade for Jae Crowder and you extend him. Then it would be worth it. I don't know. It's just it's hard to think about because right here, the other team, the Lakers can't get him. I would love it. I would love for a team like Portland or the Nets don't need him because they have Royce O'Neal. And I don't think the Raptors would go with him because the Raptors, it wouldn't help with their size and rebounding problem, like in the sense that like in the front court, I think if the Raptors get anybody else, it's either a sharpshooter or some more size. But I think the Raptors aren't making any moves.
I think they have plenty of size. I think anything that they would be interested in is a guard.
No, it's size in the sense like a big man size. Like their only true big man is Christian Coloco, who's a rookie.
Yeah, but you got
and Kem Birch.
Precious.
But Kem's 6'8". And Precious is more of a power forward.
It's just not really I actually don't know how they would get the deal done because I don't think any of the guys I don't think they're trying to trade any of the guys that it would require to get Jay.
You know what's a deal that I would like to see? Jae Crowder to the Mavericks.
They desperately need him. I'm about to flame Dallas. I was about to make a video. Lost track of time. I'll do it after this.
But no, for the Dallas Mavericks, for me, when I look at the Mavericks, It'd be hard because you don't know. I know Dwight Powell's contract lines up. So does Reggie Bullock. You either convince them that, hey, Dwight Powell and a pick because Dwight Powell's an expiring deal would be cool, but like they don't really need the big men. And then you got Reggie Bullock. I think if any deal that they do, you would have to include a pick. And I wouldn't give up. Maybe I would give up Reggie Bullock, but I would try to convince him, hey, take Dwight Powell on a first, and we'll give you Jay and try to extend Jay. But I don't see them doing it because they just did the same thing for Christian Wood, another expiring contract.
Yeah, and Wood's coming off the bench,
which is unreal. I started at 2K, my NBA franchise last night with the maps, and I have Christian Wood as my sixth man. He's averaging like 15 and 10.
Off the bench, wow.
Yeah, 24 minutes a night. Oh. Yeah.
He's not too pleased, it seems.
Oh, he's loving it. He's loving it. He's going to be sixth man of the year for us.
No, well, yeah, in 2K, but he tweeted out like LOL when the news dropped.
Well, so I don't know. I think maybe to start the season, they're just because JaVale said he signed only with the Mavericks because it was the only team that offered him a starting role. I think they'll try it for a month and then they'll tell JaVale, look, we can't start you anymore. We just can't start you anymore, bud. We gave it a shot. We gave you your like 10 games starting. We tried it. We're gonna have to make you come off the bench, start Christian Wood. Or you could do Christian Wood and JaVale on the floor at the same time. JaVale center, Christian power forward. Then you run Tim Hardaway, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Luka on the floor, and you go big.
Yeah, that just concerns me given how Wood played with Tice.
But imagine if Crowder was there. Then you could start Wood at center. You put Crowder at power forward or small forward with Dorian Finney-Smith next to him. Throw Tim Hardaway at shooting guard. Luka, I love that.
I hope Mavs fans are ready because Christian Wood is in no way, shape, or form a center.
Well, he was a center for the last 2 years.
We had the worst record in the last years.
Yo, what's up, Trevor Newman? What's up, buddy? And yeah, I'm at. So, okay, here, we're going to move on to the next segment. Where do you think our man goes?
I want to say Los Angeles.
Clippers?
But I'm going to go, man, maybe Miami. I don't really know. I guess I'll go Miami.
You go Miami?
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to the next segment. Oh, damn, that's not what I wanted. All right. So we're going to go over here and pull up. So I wanted to do every episode for this week a quick little preview. Shout out The Athletic. We're going to talk, about 5 to 10 minutes on each team real quickly. But I wanted to talk about the Atlanta Hawks first, camp preview, and one question surrounding every, I guess you could say, like the first 16. We'll be doing the Hawks, these are the 6 teams I put down. The Hawks, the Celtics, the Nets, the Hornets, and the Bulls. We'll start off with the Hawks. You cool with that?
Yeah.
All right, that was a soft, yeah.
You need a pad for that loud ass clicker.
Is it that loud? It was right underneath my mic.
It's just the like lifting it. Yeah, like that.
This, you can hear that?
Oh yeah. Oh, yes.
I'll get a pad, you asshole. But no, so we're here and we're going to talk about this. So the Atlanta Hawks, how will Trey Young and Dejounte Murray mesh? That's the biggest thing. And will this team play defense is the biggest question going into training camp for this team. And I think definitely when we're looking at this, I think this is something. What do you think? I'm going to read what they say. Can Trey Young and Dejounte Murray coexist? The Hawks were too easy to defend and needed another offensive threat to take the pressure off of Trey Young and give opponents as somebody else to worry. Dejounte Murray is that guy. He averaged 21 points and 9 assists in an all-star season with the Spurs. But Murray likes to have the ball in his hand, and for this duo to work, Trey Young's going to have to get used to playing off ball a lot more. Obviously, we all know Trey Young worked this offseason with Steph Curry and Steph Curry's trainer, presumably on sharpening his catch and shoot skills, and has openly welcomed the challenge when asked. To this point, there's no reason to think this won't work. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't see a reason why it won't work either. I mean, it's not even that. It's not even a question to me. Can Trey Young and Dejounte Murray, can two All Stars or soon to be All Stars, can they make it work 100%? But I'm not worried about Trey off ball or Dejounte off ball. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It just boils down to what we've talked about all season and what it feels like Hawks fans have probably been wondering for 2 years now is I need something, and I need something from John Collins, which I think he'll give it to me. And I think the X factor is probably going to be DeAndre Hunter. Because
Onyeka Congo.
Yeah, he's super solid. I think we'll see a much improved John Collins or
DeAndre.
John's playing. No, like I have more worries about DeAndre being able to stay on the court than I do is John Collins going to be a good third option for this team. So, I think Atlanta's trending in the right direction. I don't think that they're a finals threat right now, but maybe Trey and Dejounte absolutely cook. They absolutely feast. I'll let you guys know because I'll be at their opener, but yeah.
You bought tickets already?
I'm going to the Rockets Hawks opener, which I think is the Hawks. I would imagine it's the Hawks opener as well.
Yeah, so damn, that'll be a good game. And no, I think it's DeAndre Hunter. I think he's going to do good. It's a contract year. I think he's going to really, really go off. I think DeAndre Hunter has everything to prove. I think John Collins is going to look defensively well. I honestly think Onyeka Okongwu is going to be the X factor. He's going to be the guy that comes in. I just think Dejounte, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, and Onyeka Okongwu are going to help the Hawks have a top 15 defense this year. I seriously think the Hawks, they went in so hard for defense. Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday, Mo Harkless, they still have Clint Collins and Hunter, three good defenders. Onyeka is still there. They brought in Murray, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. Like, this team is breathing defense, okay? And I think that's something that people are not counting and not looking at. This team really just has gone hard into bringing players in who their calling cards are defense.
Hell yeah, baby.
So
I don't have any really defensive concerns for him.
I just think it comes down to who's going to be the third scorer. Will it be Bogdanovich, who we assume will be the sixth man? Will it be John Collins, who's shown he can be who can be a 20 points per game scorer? He averaged 21 a few years ago. DeAndre Hunter, or those three guys are the guys you'd prefer it either be Hunter or Collins to be the third and fourth scorer, and then you'd have Bogdan as your fifth scorer. But Bogdan, that's fine if he's the third scorer. It's just we need these three guys to average at least close to 15 points a game.
Yeah, I think it'll be John. I think him being the third option is perfect for him.
I think John can average 17, and then Bogdan averages 14, and DeAndre averages 14, 15.
Yeah.
I think that if they can have six guys, 4 to 5 guys, and, with at least 14 points and six guys in double digits every game, I think that this team is going to be fine. It comes down to we need to shoot. This team does well when we're hitting our shots. Nothing? You gonna respond?
I mean, yeah, all teams do well.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
So we'll see. Do they have the bench depth? Yeah, I think so.
I think that the bench is fine. I think this team has 10 players that can go deep, and I'm not worried. I'm not worried whatsoever about it.
Yeah.
But let's move on to team number 2. Team number 2 on the list, that was the Atlanta Hawks training camp preview. We are currently going through, we're doing 6 teams today. The second team is the Boston Celtics. And let's bring up, what is a question for the Boston Celtics? The Boston Celtics, can they survive the turmoil? There were already health concerns heading into training camp with Danilo Gallinari blowing out his knee. But the Celtics are in absolute peril. Ime Udoka has been suspended for the entire season, and a decision about his future with the team will be made after the season. And there has been reports that Ime Udoka is done coaching in the NBA, and if he does get another opportunity, he's going to be an assistant coach for the rest of his career. Joe Mazzulla is expected to be the interim head coach for the upcoming season. Various Celtics have spent the offseason talking about what they learned from their mistakes in the NBA Finals and their sputtering start to the season. So the question is whether can they use those lessons and yield better results with a new coach at the helm? Can Boston keep evolving, especially with Malcolm Brogdon on board and Danilo Gallinari possibly returning some point this season, in the playoffs, if he does come back from an ACL tear? If not, he'll be on the team next year. But the Celtics still are, considered tighter favorites on paper with the roster, but they know better than ever that being a title favorite on paper is not enough. So can they survive everything that's gone on this offseason?
Well, yeah, but I don't think that'll play too much of a role. Boston's got a bunch of good players, and we're looking at them on the screen right now, and they'll get you to the playoffs. But what I worry about is, Robert Williams out 2 to 3 months. They're already thin. Even with Gallinari, they were already pretty thin.
What do you mean they got a 9-man rotation?
That's extremely thin. I don't feel comfortable with a 9-man rotation going into this season. If one starter goes down, I just worry about the longevity of this team. I think that they'll probably be they'll get a top 6 seed without doubt. Will it be a top 4? It'll depend on injuries. I think they will. But I think come playoff time, I think that lack of depth is really going to pain them. Everyone's going to be, most people are in pain once we get to playoff time. And if I'm thinking almost like a rap situation where if you have even just simpler guys like Derek White or Peyton Pritchard or Grant Williams, if any of those guys go down for an extended period of time, it really complicates this. So I don't think they have the proper depth to win the finals at all, but we'll see, man.
They need to sign Lana Rhodes' baby daddy, Blake Griffin. Okay. And
is that who it is? We were talking about that like last week.
Well, I was talking. It's supposedly Kevin Durant fucked her first, but people are saying that like in the pictures of the kid looks like Blake Griffin. Everyone supposedly she fucked half the Nets team last year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so could be half the Nets roster of last year. So
I'd even sign, dude. I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth. Like I'd sign Blake Griffin.
Yeah, I was saying that jokingly, but if you're telling me Blake 10, 15 minutes a night, to help alleviate the loss of Robert Williams, he's not really my choice. I'm not. But if Blake could play like he did in his first season with the Nets, which like during the regular season he was asked during the playoffs. Well, I don't even know if did that Nets team even make the playoffs?
One.
The first year Blake Griffin was there.
In the when Drummond went there?
No, the year before.
Oh, I have no idea. So the year before, was that year before COVID?
Dude, at this point, I think the best players for the Celtics are on their training camp, guys. But I would love to see if LaMarcus Aldridge or one of these vets gets signed. I just my whole thing is, dude. I saw a tweet today. Jason Tatum's going into year 6. Holy fuck, he's young. Okay, and Jaylen Brown's going into year 7, and it's just, are they ready? Like we're asking for a lot. We're asking for a lot. I don't know if you agree.
What's up, Thomas? That thing was getting that light. I forgot my light, or I couldn't really bring my light. It was giving me a headache. But what's up, Thomas? It's crazy because like midway through the season, or not midway through the season when they were 20-21, there were still conversations of, can Jason and Jaylen work? So I don't think this is going to be Celtics fans probably know that with everything going on right now. This won't be an easy.
Can I bring something up that Justin Trombino told us?
Ooh.
When we asked him who was the odd man out, and so Thomas, we are doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. But Justin Trombino, a writer for the Boston Celtics, said that the odd man out he could see is Grant Williams. Do you think maybe they trade Grant Williams
for Jae Crowder and Sherman?
I don't know if
those salaries don't match up in any.
Yeah, I don't think that salaries match up. I think Grant Williams is making like $6 or $7 million. I don't even know who you could package Grant Williams, and it's like they lost the Evan Fournier you know, exception. And yeah, Grant Williams is making like $3 million. Okay,
I love
so
Grant Williams, but
I love him too,
they need
but
him to take a leap like he was
yeah,
in the playoffs.
yeah, they need that guy to be playing like a dog. It's just right here, fuck. I just think when you look at the Boston Celtics, the only salary I take that back. I guess Grant Williams might not be the guy that they could trade for somebody, but Derek White, he's making
Yeah.
he's making almost $16.9 million. I mean, you could argue, would you package Derek White and Grant Williams for someone? That's about, $21 million right there.
Yeah, you could. You're kind of taking a gamble. Unless they get a guard back in return, you're kind of taking a gamble on Malcolm Brogdon's health. And
Peyton Pritchard
is really good, though.
It's defense. It's defense.
For it.
Like Peyton Pritchard, even if he tried to be like the best defensive player he possibly could, he's going to be limited due to his size and his athleticism. Yeah. So it's nothing against Peyton Pritchard. It's just literally his body type and play style. So yeah, if you trade Derek White and Grant Williams for someone, you're taking a leap of faith that Brogdon and I think
that's who I'm worried about. Like if Brogdon, say Brogdon plays 50 games and Robert Williams plays 50 games and Al Horford plays 50 games, like it's going to bite him.
No, yeah, definitely.
To me, health is the most important. If Boston can get through this season relatively healthy, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's just, man, that Robert Williams, it's like, it's not like it's turning into Triple J, but I mean, those are two guys who are just studs when they're healthy, man. Brogdon definitely is worth the gamble, yeah. It was a great move by him.
Yeah, no, it was a great move, and they gave up basically nothing. Okay, for him. Now
let's say, like, if this team had Daniel Tice, I'd feel so much better too.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Daniel Tice.
Let's move on to team number 3 on the training camp previews. As you guys know, we're going through 6 teams today. We've already done the Atlanta Hawks and the Boston Celtics. We are now doing the Brooklyn Nets, followed by the Charlotte Hornets and the Chicago Bulls. So, what is a question going into this season for the Brooklyn Nets? What is the vibe? Kevin Durant called for the coaches and general managers' necks, a.k.a. he wanted them to get the fuck out of town. Now, all 3 are back working with one another. Wow, kumbaya. Kyrie Irving tried to get a sign and trade out of town, and it failed. Ben Simmons hasn't played over a year due to back issues and mental health. Are the Nets able to put all this drama behind them and move forward, or will it linger into the season? And basically, we heard that Kevin Durant said this. Kevin Durant said, hey, I talked to Sean Marks. I talked specifically with Steve Nash, and this is what I told Steve Nash. I felt like there was not enough accountability and not enough responsibility being held for the players. And Steve Nash agreed. And Steve Nash said this year he's got Kevin Durant's back, and they're going to be calling out motherfuckers, and they're going to tell each other, like, that was the big thing. Kevin Durant wants Steve Nash to hold his teammates accountable for not playing up to the standard that they're capable of playing. Because on paper, this roster's championship contender. You got Nick Claxton, Ben Simmons, and KD right there. Those 3 guys on the court at the same time could be a top 15 team. The plethora of possibilities you could do. You still got Royce O'Neal off the bench. You got David Duke Jr. on a 2-way. You got yourself, you brought in Markieff Morris, which I know that guy's not moving, but he could still be a small ball 5. Like there are pieces on this team that I think when you look at the Brooklyn Nets, they've got defenders all around. They've got shooters, okay? It's just, can we make this, this be a coerce unit? And they're the 3rd most expensive team in the league. And they got Royce O'Neal, Nick Claxton, Ben Simmons, KD, Markieff Morris, okay, Deron Sharp. And even Yuta Watanabe isn't a bad defender. Like, Yuta Watanabe is a good defender. So this team has a great amount of defenders. Then shooters, KD, Kyrie, Joe Harris, Seth Curry, Edmund Summer, TJ Warren. Okay. Did I say Joe Harris? Cam Thomas? I mean, Cam Thomas not super efficient, but he can score. Did I say Kessler Edwards? You don't want Nabe? Like, this team has like 10 shooters. They got like 6 or 7 defenders. Okay. So, and 4 or 5 of those defenders are 2-way guys. I think this team, I think they're ready. I think Ben Simmons, if it's true, if Ben Simmons plays the center position, I tweeted this out the other day, We all thought Ben Simmons was supposed to be LeBron James 2.0. But what if Ben Simmons was supposed to be Draymond Green 2.0, but better? And also Ben Simmons said he's taking threes. That on the JJ Redick, what is it called? The old man in three. He said that he needs to take 3-pointers. Literally, this was the quote. JJ Redick says, "Are you going to take 3-pointers?" It goes dead silent. Ben Simmons laughs, and he says, "I need to."
Nice. There we go. Yeah. Brooklyn's looking really good, man. I think they did a phenomenal job with what they had in this offseason. All those players, man. Royce O'Neal and TJ Warren were huge gets. They were huge gets for this team. And then I like the additions more recently of Markieff Morris and Yuta Watanabe. They have what you need. You know, I think it really is going to be up to Ben here. KD, Kyrie will get you to the playoffs. If they can just stay healthy, if this team can stay healthy, it just comes down to figuring it out. And, you know, my thoughts on Ben Simmons, Hall of Famer, career 15, 7, and 8 guy here, all defensive guy. He's so multifaceted. If he starts making threes, even if he's making threes at a 30% clip, it's awesome. And I don't want to speculate on what happened last season because, you know, health, I think health really boils down to the player. Like, you know, if you don't truly feel comfortable playing, you know, don't risk it with a guy like Ben Simmons. So I think Brooklyn's going to make a ton of noise. I think they will figure it out. I think Steve Nash definitely needs to buckle down here and get a little bit of a tighter ship. And I hope that's what happens. And, man, if Ben Simmons, if there's no drama here, this is 100,000% a title team. I think everyone knows that. We'll see. But I honestly feel a lot better about Brooklyn this year than I do Boston. So I think Brooklyn's going to have a fun season.
No, I agree. I think Brooklyn's going to be one of the most fun teams. I think everyone's going to think they're going to shit the bed. But I think Brooklyn, we're going to be halfway through the year. Kyrie is on a people don't understand. Kyrie has to play at a maniac level because Kyrie's going to go into free agents next year, and this is the last year that Kyrie's going to get big money contract. Okay, Kyrie's what, 32?
Yeah, and there's already people who are pretty skeptical about that because of the C word. So yeah, and wait, what C word? We can't say it, but the big thing that ruined that kept us inside for 2 straight years.
Yeah. He was unvaccinated, yeah. No, so and Kyrie's going to be 33 basically when he gets this deal. If he signs a 4-year deal with anyone, he's going to be 37. So this is literally the last time he can get a long-term deal because of the over 38 rule, which once you turn 37 and you sign an next contract, it can't be longer than I think 2 or 3 years. And so I think Kyrie basically Kyrie knows this is the last time he's going to get a fat deal. So he's going to come out and try to play as many games as possible so he can go get paid $40 million a year.
Which is what he was doing last year when they finally figured that out and he was able to play. He was balling out, dude. He was balling out. And what kind of sucks for Brooklyn, but I don't think it's going to be a factor, is if the Nets for some reason don't work and you lose Kyrie Irving, you lose KD too. So,
yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before that they're giving it, you know,
it's a big year for them.
We know that the Nets, if it doesn't work this season, they're going to blow it up next offseason. So it's in everyone's best interest, Ben Simmons, Kyrie, KD's, for all three of them to play the best basketball of their life and make this work because it'll make their careers a lot fucking better for them. You got anything else to say? I see this as a top 3 seed.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, let's move over to the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets are a team that, oh baby, as you guys know, holy shit. Let's find out. Was it today? I think today is the day we find out about a man named Miles Bridges.
Oh, it is today.
We said it was. All right, let's see if I can find anything about this. But as you guys know, Miles Bridges, first off, I want to make it clear we talk about this every time we do, but Jackson and I have agreed that whenever it comes to legal stuff like the Miles Bridges situation, which him and I both have stated we are against DV. We're not going to say the word because it's YouTube doesn't like it when you say that in the algorithm. And we are against all that, but we don't know the full facts. So as right now, they're allegations. We're waiting for due process of the law before, obviously giving any of our opinions, because I think everyone deserves that right. And so right now we're going to find out. I'm going to search up on my phone, Miles Bridges court, and let's see what's going on right now. If there's anything that's going on. Okay, so right now, Miles Bridges, it was rescheduled September 29th.
Okay.
So, and that is all we know. He was on a bond for $130,000, which isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. And the Charlotte Hornets are actually holding their media day today, and we are going to probably find out by the end of the day today any questions that were asked, what answers were given. And yeah, so you'll find out by the end of the week, we'll find out what's going on with Miles Bridges' situation. Let's talk about the training camp preview for this team. And yeah, so with the Charlotte Hornets, like the biggest question is will Miles Bridges play, as he's facing those charges? But if he doesn't play, if he is suspended, who's going to take that jump? Okay, what's up, Jake King? And I almost said Jai, but Jake King. But look, is it James Bouknight? Is Kelly Oubre going to finally break out? Like, who's going to – if Miles Bridges isn't – if this picture turns into this picture, like, who's going to be what's going to happen? Because that's what it is right now.
Yeah, I have big concerns. I think probably Charlotte fans do too. I mean, Miles Bridges on the Charlotte next season, if that was all cleared up, changes every single thing. But I'm gonna assume it's not happening. So
yeah, same.
You have your 20 pointers, you have your guys in LaMelo and Terry, and I would honestly imagine that they'll be around the play-in tournament. Do they make it? I don't know. But I don't like Gordon Hayward and Kelly Oubre as far as, I don't.
Can I sell you on Kelly Oubre? Kelly Oubre, when he played in Phoenix in 2019-20, he averaged 18.7 points a night on 15 field goals a game. Okay. And this past season, he only shot 12 field goals a game, playing 26 minutes, averaged 15 points. His per 36 this past season, he would have been averaging 20.5, which was his best season. Except, unless you count like the 40 games he played when he was traded to Phoenix from Washington, where he would have averaged 20.6. But this past season was one of his best shooting years. He was shooting 10 threes a night. The year before, he was shooting 6. He went from 6 3-pointers a night to 10, making 3.4. So and Kelly Oubre is a guy who's averaged 1.5 steals a night. He's a good defender. I think if Kelly Oubre is the guy that they should try, and people forget Kelly Oubre is only like 24, 25, 26? 26, damn. He's a little. But, dude, Kelly Oubre has been in the league for 8 years.
Yeah, sneaky young.
Yeah, 4. He's been in the league 4 seasons, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is year 8 for Kelly Oubre, and he's only 26. Like, he's entering his prime. I think if there's no Miles Bridges, I think what we need to do is put Kelly Oubre in this picture.
Yeah, well, Oubre and Hayward are good basketball players.
I have no faith in Hayward staying healthy.
That's the thing with Gordon. Yeah, is can he stay healthy? You're right. Oubre, big opportunity for him if there's no.
It's the last opportunity for him to prove that he can be a 20-point scorer. If he doesn't
be a starter in this league.
Yeah, if not, he's just going to be a rotational role player for the rest of his career.
A good one.
A good one, yeah.
It's a big season for him, but for me, I need actually PJ Washington to take that jump. Ooh. He's a really good basketball player. I just need him to take that jump.
We both love PJ Washington. We think he's one of the best two-way power forwards in the league.
Yeah, he could play center. He could play small. He's super versatile on both ends of the court. But
perfect modern day guy.
I think Dennis Smith was a sneaky. I think that was sneaky, and I love it. LiAngelo as well. Welcome to Charlotte today. But you need a book, regardless of how anybody plays. Like, I need a book night. I need a JT Thor, Jaden McDaniels, Kai Jones to also take a much bigger jump, which I think it'll be book night. Jaden McDaniels, though, I think you're big on him too. Great basketball.
Yeah, because his brother, if he could be like his brother, who's all the Timberwolves.
So I think they'll hover around the play-in. If you have Miles Bridges, probably a little bit better, but
yeah,
Charlotte, I think it's not as dire as it really seems to be. It's just things haven't gone according to plan because of injuries and outside situations, really. Coaching, too. The defense last season really fell apart on them. I mean, they should have been in it, and I don't want to get quoted wrong here, but the end of the season was disastrous for them.
Oh, 100%. And for me, like, I hope James Borrego fucked James Bouknight's and Kai Jones and JT Thor's development. JT Thor, a second-round pick, averaged more minutes a night and played like 10 or 12 more games than Kai Jones, a fucking like the 18th or 19th pick in the draft. Like, what are you doing, dude? And
Thor's good, though. I mean, it was a really deep draft. He could have been easily first-round talent.
I know.
He is first-round talent.
I know, but what I'm saying is you gotta play your rookies. Like we seen, like, the only way guys are gonna get better if they see the court. You don't get better riding the bench. You know?
That seems to be the nitpick for Charlotte fans last season.
So that's just something I want to see them play, you know, some of the young guys. And that's what I think. Like, if the season seems like it might be a wash year, let's just run the young guys. I know.
Yeah.
Within this coming offseason, guys, you need to do what the fucking New Orleans Pelicans did. New Orleans Pelicans started to see the writing on the wall that Zion might leave, that there wasn't going to be enough money in the world to keep Zion in town. But what did they do? That they knew Brandon Ingram wasn't enough. They went out, traded for a few players in the offseason, you know, flipped, Steven Adams was it Steven Adams who was on their team? Yeah, for Jonas Valanciunas. That was an underrated move. Then they made the CJ McCollum move. These are moves that they have the salaries to make these moves. You just have to understand those picks don't matter anymore. You found your guy. Okay. Yeah. Now let's use those picks to get guys who can immediately help LaMelo Ball.
100%.
So that's my big thing.
You might see it before the end of the season too.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them packaging like Gordon Hayward. I know he's a negative trade asset, but there's a team out there that if you give them enough picks, you can get a guy who's an all-star.
Lakers.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say the Lakers, but you have enough. You know, you could package James Bouknight, Kai Jones, and Gordon Hayward for like. I'm trying to think of a guy in my head. Top of no, but like I don't know. Someone in my head. Someone was going to come, but you could go out there and get yourself some guys. You know, like it isn't a terrible situation. But let's move over to the last team in our previews for today. We actually, I think, did a really good job running through these. I don't know. I feel like we done them decent times. I think like each one's going to be like a 6 to 8 minute clip.
Perfect.
So right here, final one, your hometown team. I still don't know. Are you a Bulls fan or are you more of a Rockets fan? Okay.
No, I'm a huge Bulls fan.
That's what I thought. I know you're a Bulls fan. I just because the way you talk about like what the Rockets and there's one more team that you talk that you like. Raps, yeah.
Detroit too.
Detroit too, but really the Houston Rockets. You make it seem like the Houston Rockets. You love them just as much as the Bulls.
Well, the Houston Rockets changed my life. You know, Swaggy got me on making Rocket videos, and changed my life. That's why I'm going to. Fans taking me to courtside opening night. So I'm forever indebted with Houston. But Chicago's my team. It's just more so with me, and everyone finds it so interesting. Is I hate covering the teams I love, like the Packers, the Bulls. I don't. If things are going bad, like when DeMar was doing his thing and the Bulls were the number 1 seed in the East last year, that's when I was making Bulls videos. But I feel just kind of doggy nitpicking certain things that I don't like when it comes to my childhood teams. I don't know why that is. I just don't want to get I don't want to get negative opinion. I don't want to like negatively talk about them. I don't know what it is, but Chicago is, we don't know when Lonzo's playing. Getting Goran was actually amazing.
Older guards. It's smart.
Yeah, Caruso, healthy.
Dalen Terry.
Williams, Dalen Terry, good draft pick. I love Ayo Dosunmu, my Illinois
Another
boy.
great draft pick from the year before.
But Patrick Williams needs to take that leap. I can't wait to see what Andre Drummond is like. We're going to see if Vucevic can hold up defensively. That's why
we just need you need Vucevic to look like the Vucevic we saw when he got traded. Vucevic regressed shooting-wise last year, but that season, even on Orlando and Chicago in 2020 to 21, holy fuck, Vucevic probably was the best shooting big man in the league.
He was solid. So
he was shooting like 50 from the field and 40 from three.
Yeah. I just, he's 31. I don't think it's the end of Vucevic, but
Vucevic 8 years was a plus defender for 8 years.
There you go. There just might be a lot of outside clamor, outside chatter going on about Vucevic's future, which there already is in Chicago right now, but especially if
it's about
the way it went last year, which is fair.
The problem is how much I think the problem with I bet you they want to keep Vucevic, but what is Vucevic's value? Okay, especially with an NBA where salaries are rising, is he a $30 million center? Or is he more of a $20 million center or a $15 million center a year? I think that's the problem with Vucevic. How much value does Vucevic raise your ceiling?
I think he'll be fine, man. I think he'll be fine.
You know me.
Yeah, no, I know you're not. I know you're not.
I watched Vucevic for 8 years. Vucevic really, as an Orlando Magic fan, really helped ease the pain of losing Dwight Howard. It felt really good that for the 8 years after we lost Dwight Howard, Vucevic was our cornerstone at the center position. You knew Vuce was always good. And the thing is people don't realize Nikola Vucevic is one of the most healthy NBA players. I think the guy's averaged basically over 70 games played for the last he never misses games. Vucevic is. I want to look at this. Last year he played 73, and then the year before he played 70 in a 72 season. Then he played 62, then 80. He played 57. I think he got hurt that year, but 75, 65, 75, 57, 77. He's been a guy, I know when he was younger, not as consistent, but the last 5 years, he's been a guy who's been playing basically 70 plus games.
Yeah, that's underrated too. I think a lot of Bulls fans don't really realize that too. I'd rather have a healthy Nikola Vucevic with some defensive lapses than maybe a lot of people wanted the Bulls to get Mitchell Robinson, but I'm not saying Mitchell Robinson, but a streaky center with health issues. I'd rather have Vucevic for right now. We're going to see, because this was kind of all what AK was talking about. They're setting the foundation now. If the Bulls are fully healthy, it's a really good basketball team. I think DeMar, although he's 33, I haven't seen any reason he's going to regress. He got his three-pointer up to 35% last season. Getting Levine back was amazing. They're just setting the foundation here now, and they're just they're going to see. I saw something online that they offered, I think it was Kobe White and Derrick Jones Jr. for Jordan Clarkson. I don't know if that is true or not. I hope it's not true. I don't really desperately need him, but that is something to keep an eye out for the Bulls and it has been recently, Kobe White is kind of that trade pick that you kind of dangle debate over. So I love Kobe White because I remember in his rookie season, that was the first game I saw him play, and he dropped 32 or something off of the bench. He was dropping 30 bombs off the bench every other night, it felt like, for a couple of weeks. But I wouldn't be surprised if the season doesn't go as planned because of health, that there's going to be some chatter. There's going to be some Bulls chatter. There's going to be some Bulls rumors this season. But I think they're a playoff team, and if Lonzo Ball is healthy, we kind of saw it last season was, they were number one. They were the first seed in the East. So, we're going to get a better, I feel feel of this Bulls team this season now that we've had a whole year of it. But Lonzo Ball, man, get healthy. That's all I'm wishing for right now. But Levine and Goran and Kobe and Desumu and Caruso, they'll be able to hold down the fort for however long he's gone. But hopefully he's back in sometime in 2022.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I just so Lonzo Ball had a knee debridement, and it was funny that it was the day after I had read about Amari Stoudemire's knee debridement, and after Amari. Well, no, it's not perfect because after Amari Stoudemire's had a knee debridement, he retired 4 years later.
Yeah, so perfect.
Yeah, so it's not the most ideal injury to get, but oh fuck, man. I think they were what before I read. I think they were 26-10 or 27-10 before Lonzo Ball, Caruso, and I think it was Levine all got hurt. They started last year 26-10. They were like the best team.
Good.
They were so fucking good. Like
so good.
The Chicago Bulls, if fully healthy, including Lonzo Ball, they're arguably a top 3 seed in the East, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I also just realized DeMar DeRozan has a Joker tattoo, and I want to say, I know it's really cool. I love all Joker tattoos, but I swear to God, the Joker tattoo is like just having some sort of Joker tattoo, regardless of how it looks, is like one of the most common tats. I know like 8 dudes with like
really.
I know like 8 guys with a Joker tattoo.
It was cool on DeMar.
Yeah, I know 2 guys like in person that have Joker tattoos, but like 6 6 athletes. Like my one friend has a Joker tattoo that it's his whole forearm. It's like the comic book Joker, and it's like his whole forearm right here. And my friend's like jacked, so like, and it's like him screaming. So like when he flexes his arm, the mouth gets like bigger. And then,
I don't like name. I don't like.
You know what's another?
You know, so many people with that.
You know what's another super popular tattoo? I know 3 people: my girlfriend's brother and his girlfriend, and my friend who also has the Joker tattoo. Spider-Man web elbow tattoo. Yeah, everybody, so many people have the Spider-Man web tattoo. Dude, that's what it is. The Joker from The Killing Joke. That's literally it. He is the Joker from The Killing Joke on his forearm. Yep. It's that. It's literally this. I'm about to pull it up for you. This is the one he has. But
you know what tattoo grinds my gears on girls?
What?
You'll be able to guess it right away. Every girl, a lot of girls have this.
The tsunami, the wave.
Oh my God, I forgot about the wave. Yeah, I forgot about the wave, but no, I'm talking about the butterfly.
Oh yeah.
I know like 5 girls with a butterfly tattoo.
This one isn't exactly it, but yeah. Let's wrap up this DeMar DeRozan. I think DeMar DeRozan, if the team's healthy, they're a top 3 seed. Without Lonzo Ball, I still see them being a top 6 seed. It really just, Lonzo Ball, right? All right, let's go right here. It's like this, the tattoo, but his hands aren't over his head. It's just like the head and his face like that with blood on his forearm.
Damn.
But yeah, no. You know what? That Spider-Man web tattoo. I feel like every person who has like a fucking elbow tattoo has the Spider-Man web tattoo where it's like red with webs.
Yeah.
So
I'm
many
not
people.
A fan of that one.
Well, I love tattoos. I think tattoos are beautiful. I just would never get a tattoo. I'm staying bare, boys. I'm too skinny. I feel like I just don't have anything. Really, this is what my whole thing is I don't have anything. I think tattoos are really cool. I think they're art. I think they're beautiful. And I personally think for me, there's nothing important enough to me that I want on my body for the rest of my life. But like my girlfriend has tattoos. My sisters have tattoos. Like I don't have a problem with tattoos. Like I think they're beautiful. I really enjoy looking at them. They're just not me,
Yeah, that's a good call, man. No tattoos are becoming the like tattoos.
Yeah,
like,
I feel
how, like tattoos like in like early thousands. Like it's like, all right, this guy has like some history to him. But now people just get them for like. I like Spider-Man.
Yeah, like no. I honestly will like
butterflies.
All my friends have tattoos, and I'm the only one who doesn't have tattoos. So it's actually like always like people are always like, "You don't have any tattoos?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just like I think tattoos are cool, but they're just not me." Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just not me. Like
10 years from now, it's already happened. But 10 years from now, it'll be the new tattoo. No tattoos.
Yeah, like literally have no problem with them. Like honestly, genuinely, like when people have really cool sleeves, like I'll ask them,
Love
like,
a good
you,
sleeve. Yeah.
yeah, I'll literally be like, you mind if I look at your sleeve? Like, because it's genuine art, like it's legit art, like it's a fucking artist like going to work, and it's super beautiful. But at the end of the day, it's just not my bag. It's like the same thing. Like I don't have a problem with people painting their nails, but like none of my friends do it. I don't do it. It's never going to be something I do. Not like, you know what I mean? Like nothing against it. If you want to do that, do it. Do whatever you want with your life. It's just not me, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
My roommate, one of my boys, my old roommate, one of my good friends, he has just the coolest sleeve, and it's got, I don't want to talk about his personal life and stuff, but it's
just mementos.
yeah, exactly, a memento. Like it's just so cool. It's just beautiful art, and it's literally like the coolest tattoo I've ever seen for sure.
You know, what's the other reason? I do really well with pain, but I'm not good with pain that I know is coming. Does that make sense? Like I don't.
It's not that bad.
I know, but like I don't like needles. I hate getting a shot.
What's crazy is I have 3 tattoos, and I went on 3 different occasions, and I've never seen a tattoo needle. Like I've never seen the gun or whatever it is. I have to look away. I can't see that shit.
Yeah, I'm just really bad at needles, and it comes back when I was a child. This woman was trying to draw blood for me, and she kept missing my vein, and she like.
I don't like those stories. Yeah, those are the fucking worst.
And she did it like 6 or 7 times, and I started screaming, and she nicked my vein, and I was like gushing blood. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I think that's why my whole fear of needles. Dude, I knew this one heroin addict that I used to sell my Adderall to in high school. He used to tell me that he had a sexual fetish for needles because he had done heroin so much that he would jizz. No. If he saw a needle, he would jizz his pants.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because he would just think about heroin. And he said he would jizz his pants when he would do heroin.
Yeah, really bad drug.
I mean, I've told you I've lost 2 friends already from drugs in the past 2 years. The guy who gave me my first Jeep. Do you guys call them Jeeps?
Yeah.
Yeah, my first Jeep ever. My first dab ever. First dab and Jeep. That guy's dead now.
Brutal.
R.I.P. Andy Hall, buddy. I miss you every day. I'm literally getting goosebumps right now. I miss you, buddy. I really do. Nicest kid in the world. Nicest kid. My mom worked at the same school with his mother. Holy fuck. That kid, that kid, he used to give my sister, he used to give me a ride to school. We used to work at McDonald's together at my first job. That kid, it took him too soon.
It's tough, man.
Thomas Perry, gravity bong. A Jeep is a gravity bong, and it's spelled with a G.
Yeah, oldie. Just kidding.
But it's a gravity bong. It's when you get a water ball. Well, some people know them as a waterfall gravity bong. When you put a cup in a big old water.
I don't like those
water
as much,
bottle.
yeah.
I don't hit them anymore. I only hit them when I'm on the road if I'm like driving, because I can drive and light and with the same hand. So I can be doing 80 and I can smoke weed at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
I
dropped out of college. One of my older coworkers had just like, what's the shit you put on the cap? Like it was just a Gatorade bottle with a hole in it and the socket wrench. Is it?
That's his fucking Jeep.
No, I know, but that's the other one that you're talking about.
That's the one I'm talking about. A socket wrench.
Yeah, those are the ones I like, and those were, dude, I'd see like in Pixels when I started hitting those. A little too heavy. Literally see fucking Pixels. It was so crazy. But I also wasn't really a smoker at the time. So. And he was like really older.
I have the greatest Jeep in the world. I ruined an $80 Yeti's cup to make it. This fucking thing's indestructible. This isn't even my Yeti cup. Somebody left it in my apartment 7 years ago.
Oh, I was about to call you a Republican. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, aren't Yetis like super Republican?
That's the joke. Is like what's funny is here in Illinois it's all hydro flasks, and then down in Florida it's all Yetis. So that's just like the joke.
Yeah. This is a gravity bog. But yeah, no. So I don't even hit that
Right
thing.
now.
No, I don't, dude. I have,
Like
but
fries your brain. It feels like.
no, I only hit them when I need to. I used to have a glass one. It broke, but I need to buy glass. I used to have a glass drill bit, and I used to drill like Snapple bottles and like Calypso tea bottles, and I would drill a hole and I would make glass cubes. But oh no, but it's just wild. At this point, yeah, I prefer just hitting a bong or something. Like when I moved to Florida, my girl's gonna get a medical card.
Dude,
And
that's the move. My buddy's trying to get one.
it's so easy. You only pay like $100, and you just. My girlfriend has anxiety, so she's gonna say she has anxiety, and then
Yeah.
we're just gonna she'll just buy the weed from them, and then I'll probably because I have a rig, but if you smoke, you don't smoke oil and bud out the same piece, so I have to buy a second piece for bud. My problem is like a year ago. I haven't broken this piece, but there was like in a 4 month span where I went through like four bongs. I like broke four bongs in like 4 months. It was bad. I dropped them like so much. That's why like if you ever see the I don't pay more than like $50-$70 for a bong because like I have friends who drop $300-$400. I'm like, bro, like I
Oh my
can't.
god.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm buying $50, $60, $70 pieces. So when I break them, I don't feel too terrible.
Yeah. One of my roommates, my junior year, we did this. He had this company, and it was like pretty big, and so we'd get like
Why are you always so
bongs.
vague?
We'd get bongs and stuff for like in return for like stories and stuff or like an Instagram post, and so I broke one of them one time. I felt so bad, but I was so gone. I didn't even realize that I broke it, but I guess I set it down too hard and it like it like cracked and I feel bad, but we ran through. I feel we like ran through about
so
that
during
year.
so during quarantine, I lived in my fraternity. I couldn't go home, so I worked out with my fraternity to live by myself with my pit bull for 3 months. I lived in
Yeah,
a
it's
fraternity.
creepy, dude.
Dude, from March to July, I lived in like a 20-room fraternity house by myself. And during like peak 2020 COVID, March 2020 to July 2020 was in like, oh, I don't know how I didn't go crazy, but I took all the bongs and stuff and put them in my bedroom because I was just smoking like in the fraternity house. Like nobody cared. Like you weren't supposed to smoke in the house. And I used to burn.
Really?
Yeah, you're not supposed to. I would burn incense, and they'd be like, "Why are you burning incense here?" I'll be like, "I like how it smells." I'd just be in my room just smoking weed or like blunts and shit. But when COVID quarantine happened, I was just smoking all thing, and I had like 8 bongs in my room, and my dog broke one of them, so I just moved the bong back up to the storage room, and I like walked in. I was like, "Oh, somebody must have been moving stuff out of the storage room and broke one of the bongs. Wasn't me." It's like,
True.
and yeah, so
So
there's
don't bring
that.
your pieces near Zero.
I've
If you got
only
a nice
broke.
piece, don't bring them near.
I've only broken 2 pieces, and the second piece I only broke was my friend had. Have you ever used an e-nail?
No.
Like like the little nails that you put on top of it, that keeps the nail at a perfect temperature, so you don't have to keep heating them up. Like Custom Grow 420s used to do it, where you have that little like box and you put it at whatever temperature you want. Okay, they're called electronic nails, e-nails, and they have a wire. And I was moving the wire while we were playing video games, and I pushed a $300 piece that I've never paid my friend back for.
Oh no.
Yeah, one of my best friends, TJ. TJ, if you watch this, I'm sorry, I'm still not paying you back for that. I don't know why you spent $350 on a piece. Also, you came to visit me from Colorado to Kansas and brought a $350 piece. I'm gonna just say that's all on you. Okay, bring a cheaper piece. Also, you have a salary. You make like 50, 60 G's a year. So like, love you, TJ. Also, I dabble all the time, TP Thomas, but yeah, no, I'm like, so I have like two friend groups. So one of my friend groups, they're all like either graduated or like didn't go to college and went to trade school. And I'm like the poorest fuck out of all of them.
Yeah,
Like,
they're about to make so much more bank than they already are right now.
like they're all making like 50, 60, 70, 80 G's. Like I got a friend making 100 G's like up as an accountant in Boston. Like, and like whenever like they'll be doing stuff, like we're running a fantasy football league and the buy-in was $50, but they originally all wanted to do 100. And I sent in and I was like, guys, like I could barely do 50. Like it's like I'm not throwing up 100 because they wanted to have like a $2,000 pool of money. I was like, bro, I was like, guys, $100 is nothing for you. $100 is like 6 days worth of money. Like I could make that shit last a week. $100.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, no, I just can't wait to get a full-time job.
Bro, you could be doing this on YouTube right now.
I make like 3, 4, 5, 6. I had a few months where I was making 800, 900. I made back-to-back like $900 months in June and July. We've fallen back down to 400, 500. But
my main makes like $50 a month.
Really?
Yeah. It's brutal. I might have to go back to clips. I might go back to clips. I don't really want to though. So.
Yeah, no, like, what do you make the most off of?
Well, golf balling, but it depends. This month, Raiders, Bucks, Lakers, Warriors. Those channels can pay your rent in a month, just each channel. So that's why I keep urging you to, like, especially with football, man. I would have done that already, but you're not too late.
Making my own like daily channels.
I'm just saying it. Yeah, like you could go from 300 a month. You could 10 times that.
Are you
the same amount of work.
So wait, you're saying you make what, like probably like what, 3-4 grand off of YouTube?
No, no, that'd be too low.
Oh, you're making more than that?
Maybe.
I mean, that's fucking unreal.
Why do you think I keep telling you to? I've stopped with it because I don't want people doing what Swaggy and I do. But
send me. Send me some screenshots after the show of the Raiders Lakers channel, just to give me an idea of what I'm missing out on.
Yeah, you're really fucking up. And the thing is, too, you have a better work ethic than me because I mean, like, I'll do golf balling during the day and I'll do these channels at night where if I really wanted, like, I think that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try next month. I'm going to try and just really go at them all because I don't post daily on all of them. And if you did and you get a couple videos that get even just like 2,000 views, if you imagine you had 10 YouTube channels and each video you posted got at least 2,000 views. Well, I mean, that's at least $200 a day. So,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And that's why I don't know why you don't post daily on your damn football channel. So.
Yeah. So fuck you. Okay. You're gonna. I need you to screenshot and show me. Give me an idea and send me.
I'm very secretive, but I will show you some stuff.
Yeah. I'm not asking you to show me everything. Just give me an idea of what I'm missing out on. And your boy might have 10 channels by tomorrow.
That's what motivates me every night. Is I'll be like last night I was like, oh, I went to.
I started the football channel because you told me how much you made in your first 2 weeks of the Raiders channel, and that fucking day I went out and made a fucking NFL channel. I had 500 subs in the first week. So yes, please show me this. I need to get that going too. I'm fumbling my NFL channel desperately, but I'm fumbling too.
It's too easy. It's not easy. I want to get that thing perfectly clear. I do this every day, all day. I'm very obsessive about it. But like last night, I checked. Sometimes you'll post a video on a channel and you'll forget about it, and it'll have like 8,000 views, and you check your revenue, and you're like, whoa. So that happened to me last night because I hadn't made a video since Friday before I left, and so I immediately made this worst Raiders video I've ever made. I made a Lakers video. I made a Warriors video because I was like, we got to keep this going.
I'm gonna head out because I got shit. But yes, please Please send me. Give me some motivation. Let me see what you're working with and what I'm messing out because I'm very intrigued now. Your boy might
That's
have
why Swaggy pisses me off too, because he's got the same damn thing, and he's like, I'm gonna focus on making the videos I want to make, and it's like, well, dude, you have a Packers channel of 4.5K. If you posted every day on it and you got 10,000 views every day, you're looking at a couple, which he's done before, but like just keep doing it. So, yeah.
Send me whatever you can, and we'll get to work tonight. I got a lot of things to do, but like, yeah, definitely. All right, that's it. And I'm gonna just
I'll keep you updated with this storm. Tomorrow should be fine. I think the storm's hitting me Wednesday. So
all right. Well, Wednesdays are our shit days, so.
Oh yeah, fuck. So we'll see.
We'll see how this works. We'll see how this works.
I'm hoping it misses us, but yeah.
All right, bud. If you guys enjoyed today's show, check it out on Spotify or wherever you get your streams. And be a friend and tell a friend. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Jackson.
Cheers.
Show me those deets.
All right.
Peace.